Have you ever looked at a company logo and thought, that looks nice? Well, what if I was to tell you that these company logos actually had a hidden meaning? Hello. Yes, thank you once again for joining me. As some of you may or may not know, my name is Alex, and this week we are going to have a little look at the top 10 company logos that actually hide a hidden meaning. So they hide a hidden meaning? That's right. Although company logos do look very nice and rather spectacular sometimes, you'll actually be surprised there is actually a bit of truth behind what the actual logo stands for. Okay then, so number 1, let's have a little look at the Formula 1 racing logo. Now, as you can see, it is the Formula 1 logo there, and it is represented with the black F, and then of course the red lines which represent the speed. However, where does the 1 come into it? Well, have a little look closely, and there you go. How about that, eh? A little hidden secret 1. So Formula 1 is right there in front of you, but it's actually hidden. I'm not actually too sure why they hide the 1 though. No. Okay, number 2. Now this is actually one of the probably most seen logos ever, as it is seen pretty much every second of every single day, and that logo is the Google logo. But what is so special about the Google logo? Well, let's have a little look. So there we go, the classic Google logo, and of course, as we all know, it is made up of the 3 primary colours, aka red, yellow and blue. However, if you look a bit closer, you will notice that there is actually the colour green, which actually signifies that although they are using the primary colours, and they are using that to show that they are a professional company, the green actually signifies that they are not afraid to do something different. How mad is that? Okay, a bit of an odd one here. As number 3, we are going to take a look at the Sony VAIO logo. Now to you and me, it might just look like a load of squiggly lines and a few randomly placed dots. However, look closely. The V and the A of the Sony logo has actually been made to look like the analog signal, and the I and the O resembles a digital signal, and of course it represents moving forward with technology. How about that? Those logo designers are well clever. Now, who likes a bit of cycling? Well, of course, I don't mind this, but I do prefer running. Anyhow, look at number 4, which is the Tour de France logo. So it just looks like some rather splendid and squiggly handwriting. Well, think again, because if you look closely at the logo, you will actually see a little cycling man. And of course, cycling, Tour de France. The Tour de France! Number 5, and we're going to have a little look at the wonderful parcel delivering company FedEx. Now of course the FedEx logo, as you know, is a very popular logo, and of course it just looks like the company FedEx. However, let us just highlight this little space here between the E and the X, and you will clearly see it is an arrow. But what does the arrow signify? Well, it actually signals always moving forward. So the company itself delivering always moving forward. Clever, eh? Moving on to number 6, however, we're going to look at this wonderful car manufacturer, Toyota. Now looking at the logo, I'm sure you all recognise it. Now it actually symbolises 3 eclipses, which equals 3 hearts. The heart for the customer, a heart for the product, and of course a heart for progress. However, if you look again, you'll actually notice that the company name, Toyota, can be spelled just using that simple logo. Just go to show, it's not just a fancy logo, it's actually the name in a logo. Okay, for this one, this is actually quite a common one, but some of you still out there may not know it, and this is of course the Amazon logo. Now if you look closely at the logo, it just actually looks like a nice smiley face. However, look again. See the little arrow between the A and the Z? Well, of course that signifies that they now sell everything from A to Z. Genius. Now who likes a nice refreshing drink? Of course I am talking about the wonderful cola brand Pepsi for our number 8. Now the Pepsi logo was actually designed back in the 1940s during World War II, and to show support for the troops overseas they used the colours of red, white and blue. And of course when you put them together in that logo, it of course represents a smiley face. So you think of Pepsi and you think happy times. However, a word of warning, because there was also a secret, hidden, of course which Pepsi deny, meaning to the logo as well. Have a look at this bad boy. Now we all know Toblerone, and our number 9 is of course the Toblerone logo. Now it looks quite nice, doesn't it, showing a wonderful peak of a mountain top, which probably represents the shape of the actual chocolate itself. Wrong. If you look a little closer, you will actually see a little bear. But why are they showing a bear in their Toblerone chocolate logo? Well, the reason behind this is actually because the chocolate itself is made in Bern, Switzerland, the city of the bears. How about that then, eh? Not just a fancy mountain top with a bear in it. And finally, we have hit our number 10 spot, which is of course one of my favourite foods, Domino's pizza. Now the Domino's logo itself actually comes from the name of the establishment, which is of course Domino's Pizza. However, if you look a little closer, you'll see there actually is a rather significant meaning behind the dots on the die. So if you take the one dot situated on its own on the right, that actually represents the first original Domino's restaurants. Now the other two dots on the left represent the first 2 franchises. Now as the company grew and grew and grew, they were actually planning to add a new dot for every new franchise that opened. However, it's a good job they didn't, because they now have over 10,000 franchises worldwide, and that would be an awful lot of dots to fill that tiny space. And there we go, that finishes off our top 10 logos with hidden meanings. That was quite cool, I actually rather enjoyed that. And I hope you all out there enjoyed it as much as I did. However, if you've got any questions or comments or feedback, then please feel free to put them in the comments below. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. If you haven't clicked subscribe yet, then please do click the subscribe button. And until next time, thank you once again for watching, and I'll hopefully see you, hey, maybe with a new hidden logo. Ooh. So what is the hidden meaning behind my YouTube logo? Well, obviously, as you may or may not know, the YouTube logo that I use is, of course, of the clapperboard with the pair of eyes. Well, the clapperboard obviously represents film, filmmaking, video editing, etc, etc. And then, of course, the eyes, or which represents the face, actually represents me, because it's just me, a one-man show, calling all the shots. And there you go. That's the hidden meaning behind my logo. Wasn't really hidden, though.